Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Phoenix Mercury. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
Well, now that we're midway through the season, what kind of things are you guys keeping your eyes on moving forward?
I'm looking at how the playoff picture starts to take shape, because now is the time for playoff-bound teams to start securing home court advantage.
Yeah, and on the flip side, I'm curious which teams will kind of shake out in terms of the lottery, the trade deadline. It'll be very interesting.
Leah Copper for three. The Fever pull it in.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Griner. Cloud. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Court Queen.
Anybody want to bet that she won't miss that shot the next time she takes it?
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Great communication between teammates there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Three, Diana Taurasi drills the three-pointer.
Gets the shot to come right back at her with a three of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
Connects from three-point range.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there. Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Here's Court Queen. Off target from three-point range.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Rossi outside. Pass to Billings. Copper. Let's go with a three. The Fever pull it in.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Here's Court Queen. Gets it to go from downtown.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the team's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Griner with the screen. Fires for three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
We're watching a pure shooter go to work. Taurasi simply has great mechanics on her jump shot.
Offensive rebound, Fever. Here's Court Queen. Yes, and it's Alyssa Smith picking up the assist.
They're off to an incredible start from long range.
Yeah, lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Copper outside. From 12 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Laser focused. Copper nailing the mid-range.
Pass to Mitchell. Court Queen. She's covered by Taurasi. The Mercury trail. Inside. Copper. It's hauled in by Alyssa Smith.
She certainly has not been at her best this quarter, to say the least.
One of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
I mean, she was huge. The Mystics getting their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments.
Rossi's shot is off. Clark outside to the wing, right side. Court Queen off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Taurasi outside. Griner with the screen. And Diana Taurasi with the three. And it's the Fever ball. 6-point game. Now Court Queen. She's got 17. And the Fever hit again from deep.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Now here's Copper.
For three. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
The three-pointer is on target. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Fever on top. They lead by 9. And we'll bring you the start of quarter. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, you know, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That is her first foul of the game. Tries a three off the inbound. The Fever pull it in. Top of the key. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Taurasi's shot is off.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
She's covered by Taurasi. And she gets it to go.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Pass to Taylor. Back to Taurasi. Shoots the three. That's good, and that's her fourth basket of the game. She's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, let's see. That triggers another little explosion from her after hitting 3 triples in the first quarter.
To the inside.
Cunningham.
The basket good off the assist from Diana Taurasi.
Plays with lots of movement offensively, great from the perimeter, but also capable of doing damage inside.
Court Queen, that's good.
And she's definitely making her presence felt here in the first half. She has been just incredibly effective so far.
She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
Teams are locked in on Taurasi defensively, but she's just a warrior who leaves it all out on the floor every time she's out there.
Pass to Court Queen. Beyond the arc. And another three for Indiana.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Here's Taylor.
Now here's Cunningham.
It's hauled in by Alyssa Smith.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Here's Taylor. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And one of the most amazing stories in all of sports is the fact that Diana Taurasi is still a top scorer and a top player.
I mean, she turns 42 this year. She went first overall back in 2004, back when Blake was in preschool. A lot of her teammates were in diapers back then. DT's commitment to the game is unmatched. It's just really special to get to watch her play still.
Pass to Court Queen. That one falls coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Timeout called the Mercury. Both teams will make substitutions. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Taurasi, she's guarded by Court Queen. The Mercury with another miss.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Loud outside. Pass to Taurasi. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Court Queen. Mitchell. Clark outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Copper no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Clock's on their side here.
That's right. They can hold it for the last shot.
Griner up top. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Takes the three. It's not going to go for her. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Fever ahead, running away with this one. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. And you look at Court Queen, what a contribution.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Well, injuries, they're just such a tough part of the game.
And impossible to tell just how bad it is, but she's definitely coming out, and that may be all for her today.
Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's good from long range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this crowd was stunned by...
You had a big game tonight against one of the league's legends. Can you sum up the experience of playing against Diana Taurasi?
Unreal. Unreal. That's the first word that comes to mind. I mean, DT is one of the best to ever do it. I know there's a lot of debate, but she's the GOAT to me, and I got the full experience. The elbows, the trash talking, the funny little quips, the shots in my face. I love that she didn't hold anything back. That's what I wanted.
Okay, I have to know. What was the funniest thing she said, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, some stuff I cannot repeat, but she did say, "Welcome to the W," after she drove the lane on me and just knocked me to the ground. It made me laugh because that's DT.
It is. Brittany Griner has been dominating the paint her entire career. What was your mindset going into this game and matching up against her?
I knew it was going to be a tall task. Literally. But I figured I can get some open looks away from the basket, create some space for myself. That's ultimately what I concentrated on, just using my strengths. And I was able to have some success with that, thankfully.
Did establishing yourself early make a difference?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Playing against someone as good as BG, it's so important to try and get yourself into a rhythm. And I was hesitant to take it inside, just to drive it to the rim, just because of how good she is at blocking shots. So I felt if I could sink a few jumpers early on, I could rely on that, and it worked out for me.
Okay, thank you.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Las Vegas Aces. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Pass to Plum. 5 on the clock. And he sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. When she gets it in her head that she's going to score, it's very hard for the defense to do anything about it.
Jackie Young from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
And it's the Fever ball. Boston. She's guarded by Wilson. And it's Court Queen missing. Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Outside Plum. From downtown. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. Mitchell. She's guarded by Hayes. And another 3 for Indiana.
Well, sometimes you have a player like Mitchell. She draws so much attention. It allows teammates to get open.
Wilson sets a screen. Egbo. Goes up with it again. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Court Queen, that's good.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now. It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
Court Queen, she's guarded by Hayes. Pass to Court Queen for 3. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good work on the boards. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same trip and really made the defense work.
The Aces trailing. Now here is Hayes. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Young shot's good.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Here's Court Queen. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Plum with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That's her first foul.
Now into the lineup for Las Vegas, number 12, Chelsea Gray.
Hayes. Pass to Young. And now Egbo. 4 on the clock. Chelsea Gray for 3. And the Aces, another 3.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter. Gray won't think twice about shooting from outside.
And it's Court Queen missing. Guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
Now here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Now the Aces with it. It's a 3-point game. To the wing, right side. See Gray for 3. The rebound by Dantas. So it's Indiana now. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Gray outside. Back to Young. Wilson, started by Boston.
They grab their own miss.
Wilson can't hit.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Pass to Court Queen. That three off the mark. Now here's Gray. Releases. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through one.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here. Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Here's Plum. Misses the layup. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Court Queen. The three. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
And the shot goes in.
It's just so hard to knock Plum off balance. She is so good at absorbing contact and finishing anyways.
Launches a three, and another three for Indiana.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Now here's Plum. Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep.
It's hauled in by Boston.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Court Queen, that's good.
3 points.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Now here's Plum. Gustafson misses in close. Here's Court Queen. It's hauled in by Chelsea Gray.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whips on an open jumper.
Not enough on that one as it misses. Mitchell outside. Court Queen. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. She shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 in most improved players 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Another field goal for her. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
Here's Court Queen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Plum, that's good. Now Court Queen. She's got 31.
Boston outside.
Over Gustafson.
Boston, no good.
That's a shot she had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
Outside Young. From outside the arc.
The offensive rebound.
Goes back up. Gustafson can't hit. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Again, the miss by the Fever. Out to the left wing. Kelsey Plum from outside. Mitchell grabs the board. And it's the Fever ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Court Queen.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Plum misses.
That's a shoot-around jumper. Absolutely no excuses for missing it.
Court Queen. She's guarded by Plum. Back to Clark. From past the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Outside Young. Three-pointer.
Caitlin Clark with the board.
Well, after hitting those 2 3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
Count it. Good.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Fever ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. And you look at Court Queen, what a contribution.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Pass to Young. Crafty move. And she gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for her. And here's Court Queen. 37 points for her. The 3 is up. Egbo pulls it in. This Aces squad struggling. Outside Plum. Pass to Young. Wilson the screen. The three-pointer, no good.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Here's Court Queen. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
The leading scorer in this game, the dominant figure today. I mean, there's just no doubt about what she can do on the court.
And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston.
That is her first foul of the game. And it's the Aces with the ball. Kelsey Gray for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Making a statement. Ray saw that 3 go in on one end, had to answer on the other, just so competitive.
Here's Court Queen. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
Their second half has started well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. I like to see that.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Egbo.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about that? 2 weight room points for Egbo.
Pass to Boston.
Court Queen. The tray. Egbo pulls it in. And here's Plum. Gray. Outside Young. Here's the 3. The rebound by Dantas. Pass to Court Queen. Clark. Here's Court Queen. Drills it from outside.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Plum. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Here's Court Queen. Good, and it
Austin, who picks up the assist.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom to feel at home.
I didn't know it was like that. Okay.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they play against the Indiana Fever. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Pass to Boston. Court Queen. Here's Griner. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
And you know, throughout her career, I don't think Griner's got the credit that she deserves for her effort. The second chance points she generates are just so huge. They show her hustle.
Here's Willie.
Agunbowale from long range. And Clark pulls it down.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Griner. Right wing. Here's Court Queen. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
Ooh, an unselfish play from an unselfish player. Griner is a respected locker room figure.
Here's Willie.
Fires top of the key.
Caitlin Clark with the board.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
And you look at Arike Agunbowale's scoring numbers, they're historically good.
Well, she came into the 2024 season averaging 20.5 points per game. That's the third best average ever, and only Brianna Stewart has a better career average amongst active players. I mean, Arike's offensive arsenal is unreal.
Now here's Sheldon.
There's a screen by McCowan. Agunbowale from long range. Arike Agunbowale with another miss.
You know, it's not being the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Agunbowale with it. He's guarded by Court Queen. Shot to stop the run. And Arike Agunbowale, good for three.
Gutsy shot to come right back at her with a three of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Here's Willie.
She's covered by Clark. There's Agunbowale with the three. And that doesn't go either for Agunbowale. The Fever leading. Pass to Boston. Now here's Court Queen. From 18 feet away.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. The coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. The shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
McCowan.
And Clark pulls it down. So it's Indiana now. Pass to Court Queen. Reiner puts up the three. Nailed from three-point land.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Willie.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Sheldon. The Wings with another miss.
And that 2023 season for the Wings was their best season since moving to Dallas in 2016.
It was their first winning season, first playoff series one. They had a top 3 offense, played a fast pace, giving those loyal Dallas fans an exciting year.
The Fever pull it in. Mitchell,
Defended by Sheldon.
Nash. The quick look, no good that time. Dallas with the ball, trailing by 13. Here's Willie. Up top of Gunbowale. She's covered by Mitchell. That shot's good, and she's now 3 for 7.
Slick moves from Agumbawale. She's been shaking defenders like that ever since her college years.
Here's Court Queen. Knocks down the step-back jumper.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively.
No, the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play at both ends of the floor.
Agumbawale from long range. It's hauled in by Boston. Here's Court Queen. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Fever on top, up by 16. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And guys, Fever pretty much in control here.
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Here's Aleman. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, a bit of a pride at stake there, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Hull, defended by Lopez Seneschal.
Court Queen, that's good.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Agumbawale. Aleman with it. Parker Tyus. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Aleman. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Court Queen.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside Howard. Pass to Agumbawale. And here is Kuia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wings with another miss.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
A challenging stretch for Dallas here. Nothing offensively from them yet in this second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That'll be her second foul of the game.
In for the Wings, Tiara McCowan, Sheldon.
Here's McCowan. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Willie. She's guarded by Court Queen. Clock at 4. The teardrop falls in.
That's such a feel shot. Sweet floater.
Pass to Clark. To the wing, right side. Reiner. McCowan defending. Count that one.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. Outside Agumbawale. And it's off from three-point range.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shoots. Rebounded by the Fever.
No getting around the fact that that's a shot she has to knock down.
Really left alone that time.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Green by Howard. Will it go? Dallas gets it back. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What an absolute force McCowan is down low. The board, the points, what a talent.
Now here's Court Queen. Not a lot of room. Tries the spin move. Pass to Griner. Here's Court Queen. Natasha Howard with the rebound. Sheldon right side. Yes, it's good.
How about the toughness Sheldon showed right there? Absorbing the contact like a champ.
Here's Griner. Now here's Court Queen. For three.
McCowan with the rebound.
Outside Agunmawale. Pass to McCowan. Sheldon. For three.
Offensive board.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Fever ahead, opening a huge gap. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. And you look at Court Queen, what a contribution.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her
Welcome back. You kicked off your sophomore season with a great game. How does it feel to be back at the WNBA with your team after a long offseason?
Well, it feels good. It feels good. I love this team. I love playing basketball. I was able to do some fun things in the off season, but I made time to stay in the gym and work on some things. So I was more than ready to get back at it, as they say.
There was a lot of talk last season about you and Caitlin Clark. You both took the league by storm. What can we expect this season?
Entering the league with Caitlin, Cameron, Brekea, Angel, the entire draft class, honestly. It was so cool. There was a